Hi, this is Mohammad Irshad, student of ISL Engineering College, studying Civil Engineering final year. Today I am going to present a seminar on aerated autoclaved concrete, AAC. Before we move ahead, let us see what are the things we are going to see in this seminar. First thing we are going to see is introduction and then applications of AAC, manufacturing process of AAC, what are the benefits which we are getting from AAC, then properties of AAC, then compressive strength of AAC, comparison of AAC block and red brick, AAC mortar, benefits of AAC mortar, and then conclusion. Let us first see what is aerated autoclaved concrete. Aerated autoclaved concrete is made with fine aggregate cement and an expansion agent that causes the fresh mixture to rise like bread dough. In fact, this type of concrete contains 80% air. In the factory where it is made, the material is molded and cut into preciously dimensioned units. Queued blocks or panels of autoclave aerated concrete are joined with the thin bed mortar. Components can be used for walls, floors, and roofs. The lightweight material offers excellent sound and thermal insulation, and like all cement-based materials, is strong and fire resistant. In order to be durable, AAC requires some type of applied finish such as a polymer modified stucco, natural or manufactured stone, or siding. We should know that an autoclave is a machine used to carry out industrial and scientific processes requiring elevated temperature and pressure in relation to temperature. AAC was first perfected in mid-1920s by the Swedish architect and inventor Dr. John Axel Ericsson, working with Professor Herrick at the Royal Institute of Technology in Sweden. Other names of the product include autoclaved cellular concrete, AAC, ACC, autoclaved lightweight concrete, ALC, autoclaved concrete, cellular concrete, porous concrete, aircrete, thermalite, Hebel block, and Staken. So that was the introduction to AAC. Next we will see its applications. Applications are residential constructions. We can use AAC blocks in residential constructions and in commercial constructions, institutional constructions, hotels and hospitals, multi-story constructions, and then industrial constructions. Almost everywhere it is used. Next we will see the manufacturing process. First we will see the raw materials used in the manufacturing process. The raw materials are lime, fine sand, gypsum, water, cement, and aluminum powder. We can see in this picture the process of manufacturing. First, several ingredients are blended into a slurry: cement, lime, water, finely ground sand, and fly ash. An expansion agent like aluminum powder is added, and the fluid mixture is cast into a large billet. As the slurry reacts with the expansion agent to generate air bubbles, the mixture expands. After its initial set, the resulting cake is wire cut into preciously sized blocks or panels, then baked or autoclaved. The heat helps the material to cure faster so that blocks and panels maintain their dimensions. Reinforcement is placed within the panels prior to curing. In these slides, we can see the pictures of different stages of manufacturing process, the chemical reaction which is taking place. Then we will move on to the benefits of AAC blocks. The benefits are it is faster assembly and material available throughout the year. Cutting, chasing, nailing, etc. easily possible. Enhance the seismic resistance of the building. Ideal for multi-storied buildings and on floors and extensions using FSI TDR, floor space index, and transfer of development rights. Next we will see the properties. Environmentally friendly and non-toxic. excellent sound absorption, ideal for hotel industry. No waste of raw materials, helps in earthquake resistance. Best thermal insulations. In this slide we can see the graph of temperature versus time. Because of the uses of AC block, there is a fluctuation in the interior and exterior temperature, while the surface temperature of exterior wall is comparatively more than the interior wall. In the next slide we can see the blocks and panels which are available in different sizes and shapes. The blocks length are up to 625, height is 200 to 400 mm, thickness is 50 to 400 mm. The mega blocks are 625 to 1250 mm in length, and in height it is 625 mm, and in thickness it is 100 to 400 mm. For panels it is different, we can see in this slide. Next we will see the compressive strength of the different blocks of different strength class. The different strength classes are AAC2, AAC4 and AAC6. The minimum compressive strength for AAC2 is 290 psi, AAC4 is 580 psi, and for AAC6 it is 870 psi. The normal dry bulk density of the AAC block 2 is 25, and AAC4 is 31, 37, 44, 50, and for AAC6 it is 37, 44, 50. The density limits are for AAC2 it is 22, 28, and for AAC4 28, 34, 41, 47, and for AAC6 it is 34, 41, 47. The other properties of AAC blocks are seen in next slide. That it is low weight, that results in easily handling and rapid laying by the mason. It is pest resistant and water resistant. Speed construction is possible, and it does not rot, wrap or rust. In the next slide we can see the other comparison of AAC block and red bricks. The parameters are saving in steel. For AAC blocks it is 50 to 20% saving, and in bricks there are no savings in steel. The quality of AAC blocks uniform quality due to mass production in the factory, and for bricks no uniform quality. The compressive strength is 30 to 35 kg per centimeter cube for AAC blocks, and for bricks it is 20 to 25 kg per centimeter cube. Cement consumption. Less consumption of mortar due to flat surfaces of AAC blocks, and for bricks more consumption of cement is there. In the next slide we can see the labor which is required for AAC blocks is less labor required, and for red bricks we required more labors. The sizes available of AAC blocks are 3 inches, 4 inches, 5, 6 to 9 inches thickness are there, and for bricks they are available in 4, 6, 8 and 9 inches thickness. The carpet area of AAC blocks is available in same build-up area due to less width of walling, and whereas for bricks it is less carpet area available due to more width of walling. Construction time is speedy for AAC blocks, and the construction time is slow for these red bricks. Energy saving and chemical composition. Fly ash used applied 60%, which reacts with binders, lime and cement to form AAC, which is as inert material. Whereas for red brick, soil is used which contains many inorganic impurities like sulfates, etc., which results in efflorescence. Energy saving for AAC blocks 30%, and there is no saving for red bricks. Next we will see what is AAC mortar. The units of aerated autoclave concrete are mostly commonly laid using thin bed mortar and can be used for bearing wall masonry. Now we will see the benefits of AAC mortar. That the AAC mortar is eco-friendly that is biodegradable, inert, does not leach out, does not contribute to global warming. The AAC mortar does not cause shrinkage, no expansion joints. It is durable and economical. It does not require curing with water and easy to repair. It is ready to use, wet mix jointing, adhesive, water resistant, time saving, etc. Walling is ready for rendering, plastering in 72 hours depending on climatic conditions. No hazardous, and it is excellent bonding. No wastage. Keep the site clean. Crack resistant and reusable. No supervision required for material procurement and preparation. Now we will conclude our topic. Due to its relativity, low consumption of readily available raw materials, excellent durability, energy efficiency, relative cost effectiveness, and ability to recycle, AAC is well deserving for its green designation. Here are the manufacturers and sellers in India. We can see. That's it from my side. Thanks for watching. Bye.